What's up, my bearded people? Alright, so we're coming with another music video reaction. This is something I've seen, but both of us have heard this song before.
Yeah.
But Derek has not seen the live version of it.
Yeah, and actually this was recommended to me by a friend. I was telling him what we were watching, and he was like, oh, you should do Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight. There's a live version of it that's really phenomenally good. He knew which one it was immediately, but I have not seen it, so...
You cannot see this video too many times. That's all I'll say. So I'm happy to be watching it again.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it, because obviously I've heard the song a number of times, but I've never seen this, so...
We might not pause too much since both of us have seen it, but I'm going to leave it to you. You know where not to pause. There's like one spot you don't pause in this. You know where not to pause, so I'll leave it up to you today to pause where you want to comment.
Well, let's see what we think about it.
If you like this type of video, you like these music videos, let us know. Leave us comments. Any interesting information about the performance, anything you want us to react to, give us specific songs. We're happy to add them into our list and react to them.
Yep.
Drop us a like, and please, if it's not too much to ask, subscribe.
All right.
You ready?
See what we think. Yeah. Let's go. Let's pause it and just talk about the intro before he gets singing, because there's a lot going on in that intro right there.
Yeah.
That's very different, of course, than the actual song. That's just to sort of break it up, because this is basically all different from just the normal song. So this is unique to this live version. But wow, making it much more complex, I feel, than what I've heard before, just all the different moving portions. So I wonder if that's something unique to the concert, or just when you listen to it on an album, you just don't pick up on all of it.
I think there's an element of both, but mostly I think it's for this concert, and you have the flexibility to put a little bit more into it. You also have the responsibility to make it different enough from the studio version. The thing that I like about this intro is how it just introduces each instrument kind of by itself.
Yeah, that is really neat. How it's a good point. I didn't even think about that. It basically introduces every single portion of the song individually at first, before beginning the actual music. That's a great point. I didn't even catch.
Yeah, this is like the prequel for the actual song, because everyone knows this song. Honestly, most everyone knows this song. That this part, like you said, is not in the studio version. They basically have added 2.5 minutes to this song.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's back there just, getting dressed.
Getting ready. Let's get ready to rock.
Like, I just wish I could be so nonchalant about something like that. Like, this guy's about to play in front of everyone, and he's just, like, putting a shirt on.
Yep. Well, I feel like when you probably have practiced and done it this much, that this is just another day at the office for him. Yeah. So it definitely shows, and, I mean, his music shows that, too. So it's fantastic.
Back it up just a few seconds to get back into it.
Yep, exactly. We'll back it up here, and then we'll hit play. Maybe just wait towards the end here, just to let the actual song play through, because, I mean, that first bit was a good chunk of it.
We'll pause before the part.
All right. Because you've seen this, hit pause when we get there, because you know what it is. All right, let's get back to it.
All right, that's the best part to stop it there.
Yeah.
Me personally, having seen this already, I still get like just kind of butterflies during that part where it goes, "Do you remember?" and everything cuts out except the hi-hat and the snare and him singing. It just, I don't know. There's also something with Phil Collins growing up, like right when I was turning 8 or 9 is when Tarzan came out.
Yeah.
And whenever I hear his voice, it just kind of takes me back to Tarzan and that time period. And it's just good memories.
Yes, there definitely is a soft spot as a child listening to Tarzan and all that. And I didn't really know who Phil Collins was until Tarzan. And then, of course, my parents had to introduce me to everything else Phil Collins. And I enjoyed every minute and moment of it. And just amazing, the build-up of this song. It's one of those that it linearly just starts putting itself together with the opening bits and all the different portions. It just keeps building and building and building until, obviously, we know what's coming next. But It's just so exciting to watch him do this. So there's a lot of passion in it from the standpoint of this live one that I never have felt from an album. So
it sounds, his voice is just perfect.
Yeah.
As it sounds exactly like the studio version.
Yes. Yeah, this is, I would say that to me there's more passion than the studio version, but his voice, you're right. Specifically just his voice, it's identical. I don't know how he does that or how any musician does that, because I've seen plenty of them in concert and they don't sound normally as good in concert.
No.
And this is definitely just as good as the studio version, and in my opinion it's better because of all the uniqueness added to the song, just that extra bits. And I'm excited for this next portion. So,
you're ready.
Let's go.
Let's cruise home.
Wow. Oh. So good.
I hate the thing I don't like about it is just how it ends.
I wish it would just go on and on for a while longer. You're absolutely right.
There's like no closure. It's just like we get to that screaming part,
Yeah.
and then it just ends, and it's like, but I want
come
more.
on, keep going. You want more.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah. And y'all down below, maybe that know more, correct me if I'm wrong in this. I didn't know that he played the drum portion of it. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've only heard the studio version of this song, never seen this live one. So reiterating that, but just it comes up out of the stage and he just starts playing it. That for me, not ever seeing that before, that took me back.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome that he was the one that did that.
Oh, it blows my mind that he's doing all of that. Meanwhile, it doesn't sound like he's doing all of that. When like he's singing, he's not like gasping for breath or like.
Well, in the portion there where he's going, that's hard. That is a lot of air that you have to keep pulling in and just keep that control. That's amazing.
But I mean, at the same time, he's literally hammering away. Like right here, I think is pretty much where he's doing that. I mean, he is hammering away at those drums while he's doing that.
Yeah, and it doesn't show in his vocals and in his voice. It isn't cutting out anything.
His breath support, his lung capacity, his just vocal ability. There was nothing fancy about the way Phil Collins sings. Nothing fancy. It doesn't need to be fancy.
No,
it's perfect. And even with this stuff from Genesis, a lot of his stuff from Genesis is similar vocally,
Yeah.
where
Yep.
it's not
Don't
crazy,
disagree. Yep.
but it just works. It's so unique. You
To
know,
me, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's
You-
a beautiful piece of
you
work.
know who's singing as soon as he sings.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
that
his voice
voice.
definitely is unique. Yep. Well,
Thank
I'm-
you, Derek's
yeah,
friend, for the suggestion
Yeah,
to get
I'm
this one
moved.
today.
So thank you for the suggestion. If y'all have any other suggestions like this one and you enjoyed this, please comment below. Let us know. We're happy to react to anything. But if you like this video, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit that like, and give us the thumbs up, and also hit the notification bell so you know when we basically come out with more videos. But until next time, we'll see y'all next time. All right, folks?
Bye, y'all.